Hi. So now I am going to explain how we can add a feedback to our course. So it is a very good practice to add feedback maybe after every unit, because it is not a time consuming process for us to collect the feedback and analyze, because all the analysis will be done by Moodle system. So only thing is we need to add feedback tool in between the modules. At least we have to include a feedback to session at the end of our entire course. And I'll show you how you can add feedback into our course. So for that, as usual, I am going to our Moodle website. Then there, we have to ensure that the turn editing on button is selected from the top. I have already selected the turn editing on button. That is why it is all these edit options are appearing here. And already I have added a feedback here, but I will show you how this can be done. You go to add activity or resource, then you select this feedback option, then you go for add, then a new feedback we are about to add. So we have to give a name here. So once you give the name, please ensure that the student will be able to get an idea about this activity through the name itself. So I can say give your feedback here. So this is the name. And if you want to add a description, then you can have the description. If you want to elaborate this, like you can if you want to tell the students, please give your feedback on this course. Suppose that like that, if you want to elaborate on this, you can give a description here. And if you select this, that description will be displayed on the course page itself. Otherwise, if you are not selecting this, whatever you type here, it will be available once they will be seeing this once they click on the feedback button. And then this availability and all, you can decide on if you this will be enabled only if you select this enable button. Then you can decide from which date to which date this feedback can be collected, or the students can submit the feedback. And even if you do not make any changes here, it will work. If you want, you just try and experiment with the different options. I'm just select the save and return to the course. So I will be coming back to the course. And I have two feedbacks here. This was already inserted before, and I just delete this. This is how you delete an activity from Moodle. So any activity added can be deleted if the turn editing button is on. And after that, I click here. So I go to the feedback. And so far, we have not added any questions into our feedback. Now we can start adding questions. Then this is the overview. Here I can edit questions. So once I go for edit questions, here we can select what should be the type of the question which we want to add. Then add a page break means you can divide the pages of your feedback page into different sections. Then this CAPTCHA, if you are adding, you can ensure that only your students or a human being is giving your feedback. Then information, if you want to give them some information, you can. Label is again, suppose you want to have a description on the page, you can select label. Long answer text, suppose you want to collect a comment from your students, then you can add comments. Then multiple choice is the usual way of collecting, or the multiple choice rated also, you can say 5 on a rated scale you can. So I will select multiple choice rated. Then question, you can say how effective was the session. Then multiple choice single answer. So single answer means the student they cannot select different answers here. They cannot say it was very good and it was average, like that they cannot select, they can select only one. Then this adjustment and all, how the questions, the option should be appearing, it is vertical or horizontal appearance. Then we can say multiple choice values, we can say 0, very bad. Then we can say 1, good. Then we can say 2, very good. And 3, we can say excellent. And finally, we can save the questions. So this is how the questions will be looking like. And if you want to add one more question, you can add one more question. So if you want to add a longer text answer, you can say, you can have a longer text. Then here you can type the question. So I can say, give your comments. Give your comments. This width and number of lines decides what should be the width when the students enter, what should be the width and height of the data entry window which may be open, so that we can select. Then this is the second position, and we can say save question. Now one more question is added. So this is the size. So like this, we can add any number of questions to our feedback. And templates, it is a slightly complicated concept, but I will just explain this. So suppose you have a set of questions created like this, and if you want to use it for other feedback also, you can save this as a template. So you can go to template, and here you give a name, sample questions. Then if you save as a new template, all the questions you created will be saved as a template in Moodle. And then later, if you want to add one more feedback, and if you want to use the same question, if you click here, the saved templates will be displayed here, and you will be able to select this, so that you don't have to type the questions again and again. So this is how we add a feedback. Now we have added the feedback and the questions also added. Then these questions are added. So this is how we add feedback into our course. So if I go to this course, then this feedback option is here. So once I click here, the added questions will be there. So if students are clicking on this answer the questions option, then they will be given the questions like this. This is how we add the feedback. Hope it is clear. Thank you.